Hello, my name is Brett Lang, and I'm the co-founder of Ikeono. Today we have partnered with the National Bicycles Dealer Association to talk about customer retention and specifically the role communication plays in that. I co-founded Ikeono while managing a bike shop in Denver, Colorado, and continue to refine it in a bike shop in Brooklyn, New York. Everything we initially built was based off of my frustrations around communicating with customers and following up afterwards. But what we've grown into at this point has been based off of the feedback of hundreds of bike shops across the US. When talking about customer retention, there are two different examples I really like to use. The first of which is the Domino's Pizza Tracker. We talk about this because it is considered a very pivotal time in business communication. The pizza tracker debuted roughly 8 years ago, and it basically told customers throughout the process of your pizza is going in the oven, your pizza is getting boxed, your pizza is on its way. After that feature debuted, Domino's saw a 35% increase in repeat pizza sales, meaning they saw a 35% increase in customer retention. And what we can appreciate now is that this company has been communicating more efficiently and more effectively about a $6 pizza than we do in the bike industry, about 5, 10, $15,000 bikes. The bike industry was already in flux before everything happened in regards to COVID. We were seeing this shift from a more hobby oriented business clientele to bikes becoming a very important part of people's lives. They are becoming modes of transportation. And when you have something that connects a person to their livelihood, to their friends, to their family, to their loved ones, to their means of getting groceries, being able to communicate about that is that much more important. Customers need to know because they have to plan for it. So when a bike is in for service, the first step to retaining that customer is communicating efficiently right off of the bat, informing them through the process, letting them know that you are taking care of something that is vital to their day-to-day use, and they will take that as a trust building exercise. You are instilling a level of confidence in them that Domino's was able to do about a $6 pizza. From here, I like to talk about following up with customers afterwards. Our customers are changing, and we are moving out of this era of customers screaming and yelling and throwing bricks through windows. And instead, they are walking a lot softer, they're walking a lot quieter, and they're carrying a big stick. And the big stick is the internet. So being able to follow up with customers and doing it in a non-evasive way is really important. We all get feedback emails and we all get requests for leave us a review, but the bike industry specifically is very susceptible to perception issues. And what I mean from that is we are seeing all of these bikes being brought in for service right now because customers have more time. They are spending more time outside because gyms are closed, or they are using it as a mode of transportation because they don't want to use public transportation, or they're being recommended not to drive cars. With these older bikes, though, they are often neglected, are difficult to tune, parts might not be readily available for them. So when the customer brings us this item and we give it back, we do the best that we can, but there's always going to be certain finagling of the tuning. So we run into these perception issues when the customer brings us an item, we service it to the best of our ability, and the customer then takes it out and drops the chain on the first ride. We all might understand and appreciate that it is a finicky limit on a front derailleur, but that customer perceived it as we just did a bad job tuning the bike. This is where customer feedback and customer follow up really is valuable for businesses who are susceptible to these perception issues. It's not just about reaching out to ask for that feedback, but more so catching those perception issues that might not have risen to the level of going on Yelp and leaving a bad review, but might have been bad enough that they wouldn't have returned to the business in the future.